Hello, my name is Dan and I'd like to welcome you to today's session, where we'll be looking at the perception of body image in the digital age. Throughout this video, there will be plenty of opportunities to pause and discuss your ideas and also suggest questions that you can send to us through our live public chat. But let's get started. So before you begin, we'd like to think about one thing that is important to you and also to think about why that is important to you. Could you please write this at the top of your worksheet? You can pause the video and allow yourselves a few minutes to come up with something. Now, working in groups, draw the perfect body, including faces, for both males and females. You can annotate your drawing with as much detail as possible. Remember, it's not about how well you can draw, it's about the detail that you put into it. Draw your ideas and then present them to your groups. You will probably see afterwards that you've got more similarities than differences. You can pause the video now and allow yourself up to 5 minutes on this activity. So hopefully you can see that we all have similar ideas of what the perfect body is. This unrealistic idea of the perfect body that we all seem to share is known as the body perfect. But where do these ideas come from? So one place is the mass media, as it's full of people who describe the body perfect. Not only are body perfect models everywhere, making us think that it is the norm to look like that, but it is also presented as desirable. Our friends and family might also talk about their ideas of the perfect body or aspects of themselves they'd like to change to look more like media models, reinforcing the idea of the body perfect onto us. Ever since you were children, the toys you played with to the cartoons you watched also reinforced the idea of the perfect body and helped shape our ideas of what we should look like. And more recently, social media, like the mass media, is filled with images of body perfect models, and you also might try to present yourself in body perfect ways using filters and adopting certain poses. However, the body perfect is not fixed. Instead, it is an illusion that has changed over time. In ancient Greece, a plump full body was considered the ideal body shape for women. Light skin was also an important component of this ideal as well. In Elizabethan times, a cinched waist was achieved through the use of a painful corset, and that was also considered attractive. White soft skin was achieved through using lead-based makeup, which was actually poisonous to use over long periods of time. More recently, in the 1960s, a very thin figure with long, thin legs was considered the ideal, and women wore lots of black eyeliner. Although the current body ideal is still thin, it's thin yet curvy with visible muscle tone. Large lips, tan skin, and defined eyebrows are also important components of the modern ideal. It is very complex and is very hard to achieve through natural means, however. If the body perfect changes over time, it is also likely to change again. Similarly, the body perfect for men has changed over time. Historically, the body ideal for men has always been slightly larger, as this indicated more wealth and more money for food. Similarly, having pale skin was considered attractive, and also red hair, especially in the 1500s, as this is what colour King Henry VIII's hair was. In the 1960s and 1970s, a thinner physique was regarded as the perfect body, and was also intrinsically linked to the music of the day, since many rock stars had this body. More recently, a more muscular physique with low body fat is preferred. Tan skin, a full head of hair, and white teeth are also key features. Social media enables users to share their own images. The content is created by the users. As a result, newer, more complex body ideals and body trends have emerged that are impossible for the majority of individuals to achieve safely. For example, the Kylie Jenner lip challenge, inspired by Kylie Jenner's lip fillers, encouraged girls to try to emulate Kylie Jenner's pout, often using dangerous means. Fitspiration, as well as #gains subcultures have emerged, which promote the idea that muscularity is an important aspect of the body perfect and push the need for muscularity, including through dangerous means. Many social medias post how-to guides aimed at helping others recreate the body perfect for themselves, such as 22-day push-up challenges to increase muscularity, as well as contouring guides. Furthermore, the body perfect is also an illusion because it is different in different cultures across the world. All these examples go to show how much of an illusion the notion of a perfect body is. Now, discussing groups about how the perfect body has changed over time and what you think of the difference in these cultures. Can you name any other culture perceptions of body perfect? Pause the video now and take about 5 minutes to come up with some ideas. However, there are other ways in which the perfect is false. Most images of the perfect body that we see in our culture have been digitally altered using airbrushing, filtering, as well as Photoshop. This also includes moving images. Can you spot the difference between some of these airbrushed images? Here are some further examples of what you may think has the perfect body image. On the left, we have Zac Efron in the film Baywatch. Not only was it likely digitally touched to make him look even better for the film, he also underwent a rigorous training program that afterwards even he said was unsustainable and that he also regretted doing so. In the middle, we also have Hugh Jackman, who plays Wolverine. Once again, it is likely he was digitally touched up for the film, but also revealed that he would use unhealthy strategies to emphasize his muscles and veins to appear even more ripped. Lastly, we have Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson, who to his credit works hard to maintain his body. However, we have to remember that he has the time and the money to exercise to such an extent where he can achieve this by exercising multiple hours a day in his own private gym that travels with him around the world. A reminder that just because we see certain men that look like this, it doesn't mean it is the perfect, sustainable, or even healthy choice for our bodies. These characters are often the good guys in films as well, which could further make us think that we should try to fit with these body types. Not only is the body perfect artificial, but body perfect models are shown as happy, successful, popular, and desirable. This implies that you can also have these outcomes if only you had the body perfect. Thus, seeing all these body perfect people living glamorous lifestyles leads us to falsely believe that having a perfect appearance will also lead to the same outcome. This is not always true. Furthermore, some types of media, such as advertising, constantly remind us that we do not have the perfect body and lifestyle. In adverts, we are told that buying a product such as shampoo, makeup, or deodorant will lead to the perfect body and appearance, and then all the positive outcomes that come with it. In other words, adverts tell us to buy things in order to look good and be happy. But within this is the suggestion that you don't look good yourself. Thus, advertising creates insecurities and then sells the solution to those. Because the body perfect, lots of us aspire to look like the body perfect, despite this being an unrealistic and unattainable goal for the majority of us to attain. As a result, we start to feel bad about our own bodies, and negative body image can occur. Now, please discuss in your groups what body image is and what can cause people to feel bad about their body images. You can pause the video and take a couple minutes to discuss these ideas. However, though we all might agree that the body perfect is an unrealistic myth, you might find yourself using social media to create your own body perfect images. How many of you have taken pictures of yourself in the bathroom to ensure that you get the best lighting? Or spent hours of time trying to look your best with clothes or makeup? How many of you have edited your pictures using social media to create the best pic to post on Insta? You may have also tried to create a particular feel or create a certain idealized image with your pictures. Or have you even thought about how your images sit within your profile in order to create the illusion of the most glamorous life possible? So the body perfect is an illusion. It is something that we have created and changes over time and cultures. It is also very unrealistic and idealized, causing negative body images. But what can we do about it? Well, we could highlight that the body perfect is an illusion to yourself and others around you. We could champion a more diverse and realistic body ideal on social media. Alternatively, we could try to remove the focus on our appearance and try to focus more on what our body can do. Once again, discuss in your groups how you might respond in the following scenarios to make social media feel more true to life and prevent unrealistic ideals affecting how you feel about your body and your life. You can pause the video and take a couple minutes to discuss these ideas. So, over the next week, see what you can do to stop the body perfect myth and encourage yourselves and others to be comfortable with themselves. Thanks for listening, and I hope you enjoy the rest of your day.